We are just off the shores of Lake Erie in downtown Cleveland, Ohio, as we get set for football here at the always rockin' Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, after a topsy-turvy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here, as it'll be the Huskies of Brooklyn taking on the Cleveland Browns. Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now Watson. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Watson off play action. Eluding the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. The Browns had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Alert! Hey, 31!
Throwing on third down, Watson. Flushed out right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and they will take over first and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Richardson off the play fake. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So a first and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 48-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We look at this Browns defense. They come into this one ranked number 5 in the NFL against the run.
We know it's only week 1, but the results look pretty good so far. The key is, can they do it week in and week out? Because right now, they're not awarding any championships or trophies after 1 week of performance. Got some nice young faces playing for them. Let's see if they can get this going.
Off play action, Richardson. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Credit the tackle to Juan Thornhill.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the Jets sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Richardson looking to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chain, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the first down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. A give for Taylor running right side. Pushes past him. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And they'll go to the air now with Richardson. And he's got it. Touchdown. Jelani Woods, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Huskies are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Cleveland offense ready to go. The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin. Oh, what a juke into space. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. First carry now for Pierre Strong. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Watson now to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. Now a handoff running through the middle. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Now they'll run on the draw. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going, crashed down inside, and tackled him for a loss.
To throw is Watson. He finds his man, complete. That's Robertson. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Watson. Taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 38-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
On the go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Here's Richardson to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, oh, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 34.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken the lead. And that moment we just saw, always so special for any rookie. The first touchdown of his career.
And there's nothing like anticipation, is there? You know he's been dreaming about it, thinking about it. It's been a part of every bit of his being. And finally, it gets done. He's got to feel great right now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a little bit of an interesting start. The first drive for him, Charles, they had the passing touchdown. The second drive, he threw the interception. So we'll see what this third drive of the ball game brings.
Yeah, it's kind of a tiebreaker, isn't it? I mean, that's the tough part for them and for him because, yeah, things went really well in that first one, not so well in the second one. He wants to get back to what he did to get this game going.
It'll be a gain of 2, and speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. On third down, here's Richardson. He's got his running back out of the backfield. Down the sideline he goes. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. So it's 1st and goal, and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And they give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Taylor. Touchdown.
Touchdown, Brooklyn.
Gay is on for the point after. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score. Huskies 14, Browns 10. Matt Gay set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Browns drive about to get started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
On first down, they'll run it on the draw play. He's brought down there by Kenny Moore. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Watson changing the play. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Into the hands of Cedric Tillman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 50, it's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's a handoff out of the gun. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 3rd and 9. Here's Watson. That is caught. And he is going to have the Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
For the Browns field goal. A 50-yard attempt.
York able to send this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 9th. Probably should have opted for the touchback.
They're on the 19-yard line.
is back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
Let's see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. That's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point. From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Taylor. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 11 yards there, first down. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half. Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To the right side, and he's got more complete. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
They got a completion there, but that's clearly an example of one side happy, the other side not very happy. Defense, very, hey, take 1 or 2 yards. We're good with that. Offense, you got to expect to get more on the passing play.
Ready? Alert! Alert!
First and 10, Taylor now. And a solid run down inside the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Meanwhile, Richardson's throw pulled in by Woods. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns 16. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
2nd and 2, first down marker at the 5-yard line. Richardson. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They hand off to their big tight end, and he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
You got to be ready for anything when you play defense against this head coach. That is not something you'd expect to see here in the red zone, but it winds up getting him a few yards.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. On this one, he may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Quick throw there is incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Matt Gay now gets ready for the field goal try. This will be just a 21-yard attempt. Gay's kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same, because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone. Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they've brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Watson on 3rd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
At their own 48-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Now a throw here to his running back. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
And this is where play action can be so effective. Your running game's been the driving force on this possession. So as a defense, you start shifting your focus towards stopping the run. But if an offensive coordinator sees that, he can take advantage, and they get good yardage there.
He's got his man. That's Woods on the out route. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd and short.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Huskies are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Well, I think even he's chuckling a little bit now. What a start this is to a regular season. Charles, remember, 3 touchdowns on the ground last week in the opener, and he's got 2 more here. Pretty incredible.
Yeah, he has to be a little bit on the incredulous side, doesn't he? Is this how it's going to go all year long? If I'm dreaming, don't wake me up.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. For the fourth quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Gay now set to kick it off. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Well, they certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
To throw on second is Watson. He'll get this complete to Tillman. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he is going to have a Browns first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Watson on first down. That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
5 yards on the play. That's good for another Cleveland Browns. First and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
Here's Watson now on 2nd down. This is caught. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Browns have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And this one incomplete. So they went for the two. They don't get it. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as we're going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Browns have taken a 4th quarter lead. A late turnover is so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect a lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day 1 of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
They'll try and throw for it. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Foyesade Oluwakin. Throw it opening, and there he goes. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as head play backfires in a big way. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And by rule, that comes out to the 40-yard line, so good opportunity for this offense with solid field position. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he'll be taken down at about the 45. Defensively, no doubt they need a quick stop. Offensively here, maybe do you put it in the air on 2nd down, or do you go ahead and keep it on the ground, keep that clock moving?
A lot of people would ask that question, partner, because sometimes throwing the ball might actually be the path of least resistance. But in this case, it's a matter of trust. How much do you trust your quarterback? Because you throw the ball and it goes awry, you really don't look smart as a coach.
Yeah, and then you stop that clock. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Right there, right there.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. That's on the tackle, Braden Smith. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Throwing now is Richardson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On the counter, it's Taylor. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Richardson. There's a nice move. And he is going to have a 1st down here, and that should be the one that seals a victory. Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found